Hello everyone, Mr. Ratman King here again, and today we are going through my other two Magic the Gathering decks. These were bought on Amazon, starter decks, $15 maybe, $20, I can't remember. But we are going to go through the Otter deck, the Rabbit deck, and we are going to leave this one for the very last of this series. There's going to be 3 parts. Because we're going to go through every single one of these cards unless there's a double, and I think there's only a handful in there. So I'm going to set that one to the side right now. And we got 2 of the legendary creatures, mythic rares up here. My favorite in the deck. There's 2 legendary creatures that are mythic rare in these 2 decks. So we'll go through the Otter one first because it's my favorite one. We're going to leave to the last. Here we got Bria, Riptide Rogue, costs 4. The mythic rare, foil, curved, because I play with these cards. Prowess, whenever you cast non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 to the end of turn. Other creatures you control have Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. It's a 3/3. It's a good card. If you have a few instances in this deck right here, a few sorceries perhaps in this deck, we're just going to go through this first one here. Let's look at the deck box. Nice. Like a water mage. Otter. Makes sense. Blue-red. Floral design on the Magic the Gathering symbol. On the bottom, heavily used. This one isn't as bad. The other one is a white case, so it shows up all the dirt more and scratches. But we'll get into these right here. And we'll start off today with the tokens because they're not that cool. I mean, they're alright. Otter. And as long as this is out, he's got Prowess as well. So this would be a good card to have a few of them out. You get copies, see on the back, and that's the same as that one. So it's going to be just like the other video. I might not go through every single card and read them out, but I will show them. We got Waterspout Warden, cost 3. Leave that one right there so you can see it. The little 3/2. We got Flame Lash, costs 4, deals 4 damage to any target. That's heavy damage right there. Sword of Vengeance, artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. Let me just bring that up a little bit. That is amazing. Equip 3, so if you have 6 land out, you're about to deal some major damage real fast. That's a rare. Elenia's Pathmaker. Whenever it enters, exile the top card of your library until the end of the next turn. You may play that card. That's alright. A little 4/2. Ooh, here we go. Charm Sleep, costs 3. When Sleep enters, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. That is a good one if you don't have any cards to get rid of this one right here. That's great. The mountains. Here we go. Coercion Mage, cost 2. Offspring, meaning you may pay an additional 2 as you cast this spell. If you do, create a 1/1 copy of it. That's great. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. This is a heavy-hitting card right here. 2/2, cost 2. Get it out real soon. Say you have 4 land, you can do it again, make another copy of it. That's great. Thieving Otter. Whenever Thieving Otter deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. That's really good to try to get those really good cards you want out of your deck. Get them early, get them fast. Quake Tusk Boar, costs 5. Reach, Trample, and Haste. Ooh, it's a 5/5. That's a good card. Those are good stats on there. Reach, Trample, and Haste. That heavy hitter. That again. I swear this is shuffled. Mind Spring, X and 2 blue. Draw X cards. If you don't have nothing else to play and you have 8 land out there, you're going to pull some of your good cards out of here. I think there's a lot of doubles or a lot of sets in this deck, so we're going to be seeing a lot of the same ones. When he enters, draw a card, then discard a card. That can be good. That can be good. Unless all you have is a land. Then you're losing land. I've seen it happen. Here we go. Here's another legendary creature. Alania's Divergent Storm. Costs 5. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the first instant spell, the first sorcery spell, or the first otter spell other than Alania you've cast this turn, you may have target opponent draw a card. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. That's a good card. 3/5. That's sick. Mockingbird. Okay. Going to do one of those resets. This is a good card right here. All right. Mockingbird. X and 1. Flying. You may have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature of on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the number of mana spent to cast Mockingbird, except it's a bird in addition to other types and has flying. This is a killer card right here. Just read it and you'll understand there. It's a really good card. 1/1, that's alright. We got here Haste and Prowess, that's good. Stormcatch Mentor. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. That is great to have right there, guys. 1/1, that nothing bad. A little good blocker. Try to keep it out there. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it in the center here. Some islands now. Here we go. Pearl of Wisdom. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control an otter. Draw 2 cards. Probably going to be a lot of the same ones now. A lot of lands. There are a lot of lands in these 2 decks. Yep, there we go again. Here we go. Rabid Gnaw. Gnaw? Gnaw? Target creature you control gets +1/+0 to the end of turn. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. That could be a heavy hitter. There's some big cards in this deck. It only costs 2. Probably going to be getting into some doubles here. This might be the end of this deck here. Going to go through every single one of them though, so everyone sees. Yep. Alright, so that was the first otter deck. We will shuffle these. And we'll shuffle them right now. I'm going to show you how I shuffle these cards. This is probably going to trigger a lot of people. So, I don't have Dragon Shields. This would be a lot easier to shuffle with Dragon Shields. But, it is what it is. Can you see what I'm about to do? This is fine. There you go. Now they're all shuffled. Heavy used cards. Heavy used cards. It's probably going to trigger a lot of people, but that's okay. Cards are cards. They're meant to be played. Obviously, the more expensive ones and more ones that I like the most, I'll obviously put in Dragon Shields and put in a book. I'm not an animal. The moment we all have been waiting for. The rabbit deck. My favorite deck. I use this deck and this deck the most out of all these. But here we go. Let's look at Byrek again. Hope I'm saying that right. Byrick, Long Ear of the Law. Cost 5. Mythic Rare. Vigilance. When he enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. That's good. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. Good card right here. This is my favorite card. Honestly, I've only been able to use it maybe a handful of times. It's the luck of the draw, being able to pull it and making sure the other opponent doesn't have anything to get rid of it. 4/4. This is a great card. I mean, you can see I've used this a lot. Great card. Favorite card. And here we go. Favorite deck of all the ones I've owned so far. Rabbit deck. Believe it's Bloomburrow. Different design on here. Looks like a firefly and some woods and leaves. That's really cool. I like that. Green-white deck. And honestly, I believe there's a card mixed in with here. It got mixed in last time we were playing. Haven't used it in the deck, but it got mixed in. I noticed it, and I haven't taken it out yet. Let's start with the tokens again. The rabbits. I love these. And then, nope, that's all those are the rabbits. Off the rip, we have a Blossoming Sands. Dual land. When it enters, you gain 1 life. That's a good card right here. Here we go. Druid of the Spade. As long as you control a token, it gets +2 and has trample. That's good. Does that stack? Let me know. Plains. Another Blossoming Sands. You know, I need to start reading my cards more. I think we've been missing out here. Here we go. A flying creature. Costs 5. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control without flying. 3/4. This is a good card right here. And I'm sure I have like 2 or 3 in this deck. We'll see here soon, but I'm pretty sure you can stack these on top of 1 creature you have and just keep building it up. Let me know. A lot of lands in these decks. Repel Calamity. This is a good card. Cost 2. Destroy target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater. Now you're thinking, not many cards are going to have that. But the ones that do, hop to it. No, I didn't say what you think I said. Hop to it. Cost 3. Create 3 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. That's 3 different creatures right there off the rip as soon as you pull this card. Colossification. See, I can say that, but I can't say other words. Costs 5, 6, 7. Again, enters, tap enchanted creature. That's fine. But looky here. +20, +20. +20, +20. That is crazy work, twins. So, plus on top of that other card, you can keep stacking and stacking. If your opponent doesn't have any creatures out, you're getting them. You're winning right there as soon as you have this card. If you're able to get it out there and hit quick. Here we go. Burrow Guard Mentor. Cost 2. Trample. Power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. I've had a lot of creatures out. That's a good card. You can have that up to like a 7/7, possibly. Maybe higher. Rabid Bite. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Cost 2. Good card. Like I said, if I had that +20 on something, I could just destroy your cards. Phineas Ace Archer. Costs 2. Vigilance and Reach. Whenever he attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control that's a token or a rabbit. Token or a rabbit. Then, if creatures you control gain total power 10 or greater, draw a card. 2/2. This is a great card to have. Most of these are rabbits and tokens. Giant Growth. Creature gets +3/+3 till the end of turn. Costs 1. It's a good card. Green Shell. Looks like a turtle. Yep, elemental turtle. Costs 5. Reach, because it's got a long neck. As long as you control 10 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever Green Shell or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it in your hand. It's a 4/6. This is a great card. Carrot Cake. Here we go. Set these other cards down again. Carrot Cake. When he enters, when you sacrifice it, create a 1/1 white rabbit token and scry 1. Tap and sacrifice, you gain 3 life. Cost 2. That's a great card. That's the one that was mixed up. That's supposed to be in the Final Fantasy pack. Here we go. Tree Guard Duo. When he enters until the end of turn, creatures you control gain vigilance and get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. 3/4. You can have 5 or 6 out. I mean, come on. Here we go. It costs 2. It's a 2/2. If you tap 4, creatures you control get +1/+1. See, we got that another flying. Hop to it. Druid of the Spade. Carrot Cake. Clifftop Lookout. Cost 3. Reach. When he enters, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a land. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest at the bottom of your library in random order. Got another flying. See, those could really stack. Rabbit Response. Cost 4. Get creatures you control get +2/+1 until the end of turn. If you control a rabbit, scry 2. Good card. We should be getting into doubles here now. Here we go. Sierra Redeemer. Probably saying that wrong. Flying. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a 2/4 and flying. That's a good card. Getting into doubles. A lot of lands. There we go. That is the rabbit deck. But there you go. There you have it. Cloud, Sephiroth, Otter, Rabbit. And then another day we'll do this one right here. Maybe tomorrow? See if anybody's interested in seeing what is in this monstrosity of a deck right here. There's modern, standard, cards from early 2000s, 13s, 2020s. So let me know what you guys think.